何も全然平気です。
そうか。よかった。
I guess those other two dudes got up and
悲しそうな目をしてた。
just went away.
でも先生。
I guess it also means that Majima kind of recruited them.
いや、そうだ。今から少し話する時間ないかな。
え？はい。
Flashy ass jacket. You could spot him for miles. And there we go. That's the end of Yakuza 0. Thoughts?
It's fine.
Fair enough. It was a long game. And honestly, like, it was very fun, but I think for this sort of environment where we're trying to get through it, Reina was her name, not Mama. Sometimes they called her Mama. I think for this sort of environment, it doesn't really lend itself to that. You being a sweet boy? Chewing your bully stick? What time you got?
6.
Okay. It's good to know. Oh, yeah. I had a lot of fun with Yakuza 0. I think Kiryu's combat could be more fun, because it really wasn't. Majima's for sure was. I think overall I enjoyed Majima's half of the game the most. Like, the story was fun, the characters that you talked to were interesting, his whole fighting style was a lot more interesting, his characterization was present, whereas Kiryu is just like very generic, very bland. And I mean, I guess they were trying to create like an everyman, like somebody who anybody could look at and be like, yeah, that's like, you can just project onto him. Just hanging. God, Kuze. Kuze fought us so many times. Oh. His captain, Shintaro Kazuma, assumes de facto control of the family, leaving Dojima language in his glorious past. On a stormy night in 1995, a gunshot rings out from the Dojima family office that will reverberate throughout Tojo clan history. Weird. I forget what year this game started. Following Takeshi Nihara's retirement, Nikko Consortium President Masaru Sero rises to the Tojo clan chairman. There he enjoys a long and stable reign over Eastern Japan's Yakuza. His political connections earn a great deal of money for the Tojo clan coffers, but in 2005, his actions send the clan into another chaotic upheaval. Wow, this series takes place over multiple decades, I guess. Futoshi Shimano and the Shimano family became a pillar of the Tojo clan in the wake of Sohei Dojimon's decline. Shimano continues to form alliances, including those with the Omi Alliance of Kansai and the Snake Flower Triad. In 2005, as the clan is thrown into turmoil, Shimano steps from the shadows in a new gambit to rise to the top. I guess that's the plot of one of the games. Dojima family captain Shintaro Kazuma becomes a stalwart ally of the third chairman Sero with significant influence in the clan. In 1995, as events begin to shake the foundation of the Tojo clan, Kazuma rises to a direct patriarch. In this position of power, Kazuma begins to guide the Tojo clan's fate with all the finesse of the legendary tactician that he is. After Akira Nishiyama's role in the empty lot incident earns him standing, and he climbs the Dojima ranks with Kiryu. Sworn brothers since their days at Sunflower Orphanage, but he stays Kiryu's confidant, but 1995 is a dark year. The events that follow, while Kiryu serves time in jail, Nishikiyama becomes a changed man. His ambition to climb the ranks of the Tojo clan steers his fate. Under the aegis of Sarah and the Tojo clan, the area around the empty lot underwent a dramatic revitalization. Today, a new emblem of Kamurocho stands proudly atop that storied lot, the Millennium Tower. Goro Majima rejoins the Shimano family as its captain, where his ferocity earns him the title of Mad Dog of Shimano. Feared and uncontrollable, his legends rival those of the Dragon of Dojima. Majima continues to play a wild card role in the events that shape the Yakuza. Alongside his sworn brother Taiga Saejima, he eventually becomes the unpredictable pillar of the Tojo clan. I thought Saejima was dead. Kazuma Kiryu rises to lieutenant advisor of the Dojima family, known and feared as the Dragon of Dojima. In December of 1995, an incident that will change his life forever occurs, and Kiryu serves 10 years in prison. In one massive struggle after another, Kazuma Kiryu is drawn back into the raging conflicts of the Yakuza. His current whereabouts are unknown. Damn. So that gives us a little bit of background. And, I guess motivation to play some more of the games if, you're into that. By the time this goes up, it'll probably be too late, but this game was recently on sale on Steam for something like $10. And honestly, for that small a fee, it's a fun time. Especially if you are into more completion stuff, so like, you want to go get all the girl cards, you want to go learn all the fighting styles, you want to do all the sub-stories, like, all that could be great fun. It's just not something that I really have the time or energy to do. And I'm sure a lot of the other games are just as exhaustive. I think I mentioned earlier they released like a re-release of the first 2 or 3 games for PS4. I have the 6th game, but I feel like playing these out of order is just a recipe for disaster. I think I got the 6th game for like $5. Yeah. Honestly, guys, hard to say what's going to be on the horizon here. Because I know now that this is complete, the Surge 2 is probably going to take more of a front seat. So we're going to be playing more of that. You're going to be seeing that more, probably 3 days a week on the channel. But I don't know what's going to replace that as the sort of 2 days a week. We'll see. I've got some plans, tentative plans in the near future to record with Bubby. Hopefully that goes off without a hitch. But I may also look into doing a solo series just to sort of get used to doing that. I should be doing that because honestly, relying on the schedules of other people can be hard. And of course, my wife, she loves me so dearly and I love her so much, but she does not love video games the way that I do. So this is okay for her to do once in a while, but not all the time. And not for a game as long as Yakuza. Atlas was involved in this. Really? I'll have to research that. Teddy, are you just living life? He's like leaned up against my wrist while I hold his bully stick for him and he chews it. It's kind of a good old time. But yeah, I've got a bunch of games that I'm considering I'm thinking for my first solo series, I'm probably going to do something small. I'm looking at a game called Woopo, and if you've heard about it, great, and if you haven't, don't look anything up because I want to explore that together, y'all. Because I followed the development of it very closely for many years and then kind of stopped. And then one day I just saw it on a shelf somewhere and was just like, oh snap, that game actually ended up coming out. So I think that could be fun to sort of play and talk over as we do here. I tell you, my wrist is getting tired. I don't know why I do this for you. He's just such a sweet boy. I thought that said Smile Pizza, and I remembered instantly that awful, awful sub-story that required us to deliver a pizza while it was still hot. Some of the sub-stories in this game were really, really fun. A lot of them, not so much, though. I also feel like this game is probably a lot more fun if you're playing it as a prequel. So instead of playing this as your first game, maybe you've already played through the first like 5 or 6 and then played this one. Because I definitely feel like there were some callbacks to stuff that hasn't yet happened. Like, remember that guy who was, his whole deal was he's like a big ass middle schooler who steals pants? I definitely feel like he's a recurring character. But I only am assuming that because he has like an interesting design.
Okay.
Daddy, you like making noise into the mic? And further updates though, guys. Lil Mama's, she's growing. She hasn't had a growth spurt in a little bit, but we're anticipating one's probably coming soon, and she's gonna get tall. She's having some more playtime with Teddy. Teddy is learning to establish boundaries because she is a puppy and she does not understand boundaries. And her potty training is doing a lot better. So, who knows? Maybe one day it'll be you, me, and 2 puppies up here. What's up?
The person that developed the tattoos for this game,
Mhm.
they're like an actual
Oh, like an actual tattoo artist?
traditional tattooer.
Oh, that's tight. I'm glad that they like... Oh, wow. That's beautiful work. I'm glad that they like got somebody who's like actually in that world, as opposed to just being like, yeah, some like any artist can do that. Because like that seems highly specialized.
I'm just letting it. All the credits go.
Oh yeah, I like to... I mean, like, people work hard on video games. I like to... You don't have to stick around, I get it.
Okay.
But like, I'm just gonna let it roll. What I'll probably do is I'll roll the credits into the finale episode and just make like an extra long. That makes sense. At least 2 deaths happened on the accident a lot. Still a little bummed that she doesn't recognize Majima.
だからゆっくり休んでね、お兄ちゃん。私ね、たくさんの人に助けられた。リーさんやキリュウさん、セラさん、本当にたくさん。でも一人だけまだお礼を言えていない人がいるの。ずっと一緒にいたのにその人の名前も知らない。顔だっておぼろげにしか見てない。
Oh wow, so she doesn't even know his name to like try and look him up or anything.
お兄ちゃんがこんなこと言われても困っちゃうか。ごめん。
A music box. That's right. She had a watch that, like, hadn't been working for, like, a couple years.
ありがとう。ありがとう。
This meeting of the minds.
Yo. Kiryu-chan!
That was disconcerting,
That's why they call him a bad dog now.
honestly. He calls grown men Chan. You have a good chew, buddy? You tire yourself out? Finale, black and white, completion bonus of 300k. We're worth 23 high-end German cars. That was weird. Okay. Oh, Machima also got the bonus. That's nice. They each get it. Worth 9 small private jets. Premium adventure. Legend difficulty. Wow. Create game clear data that can be used in modes. All elements will be saved, but when starting New Game Plus with game clear data completion for a number of things such as sub-stories will not be carried over. Starting premium adventure mode with this data will retain all completion. We recommend that you create new save data to avoid overwriting. Yeah, sure. I'm probably not going to come back and do premium adventure or New Game Plus, but hey, whatever. Alright, well... Oh, are we doing the intro again? No, we're not doing that. We're skipping it. Thank you so much for joining me in Sushimi's house. As always, I've been your loving host, Master Sushimi. If you guys like what you saw, make sure you like the videos in this series. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Ding that bell so you get a notification whenever these videos go live in your feed. You guys should also check out my Twitter, @MasterSushimi, where I've been mostly just tweeting fun stuff about video games, the occasional meme here and there. Most importantly, updates about the pups. There's a wonderful picture there of our Boston Terrier, little mama, covered in kisses. But also go check out, from there, second most importantly, I'd like to tweet when and what I'll be streaming over at twitch.tv/MasterSushimi. As of the time of this recording, we've been working on Persona 5 The Royal, and it's been a real good time. Don't do this to me, Sega. So yeah, go check all that stuff out. If you already have, first and foremost, thank you. But also make sure you're sharing it with friends, sharing it with family, anybody who you think would be interested in it. Because we really want to grow here at Sushimi's house. We want to be a loud, proud family. With that being said, I have talked for long enough. So thank you so much once again for joining me. I'll see you in the next video, set of videos, or stream as is appropriate. And in the meantime, I hope you take good care of yourselves. Goodbye.